They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To throw, it's Williams. Going right back to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the Lions' 22-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air, Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Wilson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Hit! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 70 Lions!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Second and 10.
Bronco 80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's taken in. It's Isaac Tossaw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Cowboy.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Right there. Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Touchdown! Jameson Williams with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run again with Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw is Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. He'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Past the 60, past the 60.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cougar 19.
Now run by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. 20.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
To the left side, he finds Teslam. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 5. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
19.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll give this into the hands of Odunze. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To the air once more. Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught by Coleman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yes. Level. Yes. Stay it.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
35-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Lions, first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
3rd and 8.
Buffalo 18. 2. 60 Vikings. Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Detroit.
Gibbs on the toss left.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That is caught by Laporta.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they're one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Williams. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and a yard. Throwing again here, Williams. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Williams. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll throw now on the final play. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
The 70 Rangers. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What's up?
First carry for Nick Chubb. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
At the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Ready? Let's go.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Here we go. Here we go.
9 yards. First down.
Now it's Gibbs. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lion
Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. 4 on 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Medina. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. A gain there of 30 big ones. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
60 bucks, 18, run, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Jalen Johnson.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing is Williams. He hits more on the screen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one even now.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Another run for Gibbs here. Room here to run. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
49-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up in big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
What is up?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and long.
To the right side and intercepted.
But I think the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
What is going on?
Back to throw. Williams. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
Well, if that doesn't wake up the home crowd, I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets his home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Lions 38, Bears 22.
So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face